You're listening to the Nichole Banks Podcast. I'm your host, Nichole Banks, episode 75. When is it time to pivot in life and business? Hi, I'm Nichole Banks, life coach and expert at helping women grow into the best versions of themselves. This podcast is peppered with a variety of women's topics for personal growth and development. If you're looking for ways to get unstuck, this podcast covers it all. Bringing you fresh new ideas. Get ready. Great things are about to happen. Well, hello. I hope you are doing well. How are you? No, truly. How are you? I know. Let's do this. Let's just take a nice deep breath in. Hold it at the top. And just let it out. I'm telling you, it feels so good. Doesn't that feel good? Doesn't that feel refreshing? Sometimes we just need to pause in life and take a deep breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. It brings oxygen to all the parts. I know there's more research and a deep dive. If you want to, Google it. It is your friend. Google is my friend. Google is your friend. Google it. But I hope you're doing well. I hope you find this podcast enlightening for your needs today. I am sitting in my home office. Of course, it is supposed to be 90 degrees today. It's gorgeous outside. We've had a beautiful week of weather here in Arizona. Been a little windy, so the pool's got some flower tops sitting on top of it. But I am nursing Jeff. We dealt with COVID 2.0 this last 3 weeks, and now Jeff has got it. So unfortunately, he is ill, and I am nursing him. Hence the reason we still have flowers in the pool, because he does the pool. But I think I'm going to brave my comfort zones and head on out with the stick. It's not a stick, it's the net. You know, the net, the fishing net thing for the pool. Shake your head if you understand what I'm saying, because I don't know what they call it other than a fishing net, but it's not a fishing net. It's a pool. There you go. Pool net. Wow. Yes, this is how my day is going. So maybe I should take another deep breath and let it in through my nose and out through my mouth. There we go. All right. Listen, today we're going to start talking about when it is a time to pivot in life and in business, right? It's so crazy because life does what? Throws us curveballs all the time. And sometimes it says, hey, this is your curveball because I want you to go elsewhere with it. I want you to take it down another path. So of course, we're going to talk about signs, right? Signs of when it's time to pivot in life and in your perhaps business journey. First of all, we just really need to ask yourself when you feel like you're stuck in a rut, where you once were excited about your endeavors or a new way of life or your new adventures in business. And now all of a sudden they feel mundane, like, here I go again. I wake up exhausted already before I even started my day because you know the task at hand are ahead of you still. So sometimes we have to realize that feeling of stagnation can actually be a very clear indicator that it's time to shake things up and pivot towards something new. Here's the thing. It's okay. It's okay. One of the things I know you're doing is going, oh, Nichole, I don't like change. I'm uncomfortable with it. This isn't settling with me. What's going to happen? I'm not a fan of change. Why do I need a change now? Well, I'm not asking you to change. I'm just asking you to become aware, self-awareness, when you're in that rut and that same old tired mindset of I'm never going to get out of this. I haven't broken my ceiling yet. I'm not happy. I'm very unhappy, and you know it, and you complain to your friends about it. Maybe complain is not the word, but maybe it's a topic that keeps coming up, whether it's in your own mindset or it's a conversation that you continue to have with your friends, right? So I want you to do this. I want you to acknowledge that it's okay to be aware. See, I feel like self-awareness is the biggest key. You have to be aware of how you're feeling. I have a friend right now that we are on a health and wellness journey together. And she acknowledged and let me know and shared with me that she wants to try, a medication. Now, there's a lot of those out there right now. It's flooding the markets. Everybody's in tune to what's happening with this. And it's a prescription under a doctor's care. And I'm excited for her. I hope that she gets what she's looking for, and I hope it works. She's been on this journey a long time. And, listen, here's the thing. It's the same conversation she was having in her head and with me. And she has someone in her workforce that has tried something different. And she said, you know what? I think it's time for me to pivot. I would like to shake things up. So I'm super excited for her, and I hope it goes well for her. So one of the things that we do is we continue to, feed that rut or stay in that space, and you just that revolving door or that treadmill, it just keeps going and going and going, the hamster wheel, right? So awareness is one of them. We want to make sure that we are aware that if we are in the negative mindset or rut or stuck in those mundane tasks, maybe it's time. Maybe that's a cue. Also, when we're in business, one of the things that we could be doing is paying attention to the feedback we receive from our clients or our peers or our mentors, because it can be incredibly enlightening. And sometimes we have a common theme, right, emerging, which is the sign. Here's your sign. Time to pivot. Time to do something. So in business, I am choosing to do that. I am choosing to pivot and helping more women with divorce and overcoming heartache and healing and love after divorce. That is the main theme of my clients right now, and have been for quite a long time. It's interesting. I do have some amazing life coach clients that are looking to do X, Y, and Z, and we're getting them there. A lot of my work, I call it the bridge work, bridging from point A to point B. But I have pivoted a little bit in my business, and I say a little bit, again, majority of my clients, but I've never been labeled like the divorce coach. I don't go into the legalities of divorce. I don't deal with the financials of divorce. I don't deal with custodies of divorce. I deal with healing, heartache, love, self-love, all of those things that women struggle with. I know I struggled with mine. And so I am listening to the feedback that I'm receiving from my clients, and I'm beyond thrilled. I'm also changing up my book that will be out sooner than later to this focus as well. My book will have my story in it, but it also is going to be more of a how-to as opposed to just a biography. So I'm really thrilled about it. It's evolving beautifully, and I am beyond grateful that I get to share my story, and I hope it helps one person, just one. If it helps one person, then I did my job. I am good to go. So one of the things that we want to do is make sure that we're listening with self-awareness, asking ourselves what our passions are, what drives us, right? What is driving us to this way or that way? And then the last thing would be our sense of purpose. As we grow and evolve, so do our goals and aspirations, right? And if you find that your original mission and purpose no longer align with your current reality, then it's time to reassess and realign your path to ensure it reflects who you are today. There's nothing wrong with that. I work with women who are dealing with so many different things, and one of them are relationships. I always put them first. What is your relationship like with yourself? If you're not happy with who you are and the relationship you have with you today, it's okay to pivot. It's okay to change. I did that with moving to Arizona. Jeff and I had that conversation. I have a partner in life and we adore each other, but I tell you what, the Pacific Northwest, we were pretty much done. We were over it. And now, like I mentioned to you, we have a beautiful week of summer and weather. It's just a gorgeous place to live, not going to lie. I don't know else how to tell you, but I love Arizona. And it is bringing so much love and joy to me. I love it and I wouldn't change it for the world unless something needs to change. But right now, right, me being in the Pacific Northwest, I needed to pivot. So in life, I chose to pivot. So we want to be able to, first and foremost, take a moment to pause and reflect on your journey so far. And what I mean by that is, what's working? What's really working for you in your life? Is it waking up and saying your positive affirmation, saying your intent, journaling, opening up your day planner and seeing the things you need to do? What is working? What's working in your life today? What isn't working is the next question. What is not working for you? I mean, we want to use this opportunity to reassess our goals and our priorities and realign them with your evolving vision. So, waking up and saying, hey, I've made my bed, I'm ready for the day, I've set my intent, I've gone down my list of things I need to do, I've reached out to my clients, I've had client calls, I've done my newsletter, I've blogged, I've podcasted, I've done whatever I needed to do for the day. And then I'm asking myself, what isn't working? So what isn't working in my life right now is what? Well, I'm having issues with my lungs because I'm just coming off of that COVID. So I need to rest a little more often, but I'm aware of that. I don't want to just be tired in my mindset and in my physical body, but I need to be aware of what isn't working. So where I was going at with my original book isn't working with my evolving vision of who I really want to reach and who I really want to help and who my audience has been in the past and who can be in the future. So that's the business side of it, right? But professionally, that's what I'm speaking of. But personally, I'm on my health and wellness track. I'm doing well. But right now, I'm just extremely tired with the vertigo and then just coming off of that COVID, right? So I'm just going to be kind and be gentle to myself and just take it easy. And that's okay. That's really hard for me to do. If you know anything about me, that is really hard for me to do. Sitting still is not my thing. Throwing that out there, it is not my thing. All right. But when we feel good and we can take a look at reassessing our goals and our priorities, then what we're just going to do is realign and pivot. You have to remember sometimes in business, if we think of all the things that we dealt with during COVID, right? March of 2020, we had no clue to what COVID was going to bring, but businesses pivoted left and right. Here are a couple examples. Remember, restaurants were allowing you takeout orders like no tomorrow, pickup orders. I can remember seeing a restaurant billboard saying margaritas to go in Washington, like for real, we sell alcohol. Like they had a pivot or they would not have stayed in business. Now there's so many thousands of companies that did not make it through COVID. And then there's so many thousands of companies that pivoted and made it through. Once you identify your new direction, right, you're going to create a strategic plan, a guide for your pivot, setting your clear goals, outline actionable steps, right? Anticipate potential challenges along the way. And of course, remember, preparation is key to success. So even though you may pivot in health and wellness, your personal life, your location, your relationships, remember, you can do it. Embrace the unknown with courage and confidence. If I encourage you to do anything, be kind to you. Embrace the unknown with courage and confidence. You have to have some trust in your abilities. You have to have some trust in your abilities and believe in the power of resilience. I'm telling you, resilience is huge in my life. When something knocks you down, you have to figure out how to get back up. And not all the times is it an actual standing up. So let's just picture a baby for a minute, okay? The baby's laying there and then all of a sudden it waddles, it's rolling and it rolls. Woo, it discovers the actual body rolls. And then before long, it's up on all fours and it's rocking back and forth. And then the baby can get up or the mom and dad will stand the baby up and before long it's walking. But realizing that when the baby falls, they get back up. The power of resilience doesn't always necessarily mean they're going to stand up and walk. Maybe they just get back up to a crawl. And that's okay. If that's what you need, you have my permission. That's okay. Crawl like a baby. But remember, each step towards your new goal, to your new actionable step, is going to take you places you've never gone before. It may seem scary, and that's why I say embrace the unknown with courage and confidence. Get excited. I love it. I get thrilled when I hear, oh, we're doing this or we've decided to do that. I'm like, let's go. Because I am curious, right? Number one, how they're going to receive all of that, because there's a lot going on. When you make a change, whether it's personal life or business, there's a lot going on. And remember, sometimes we can control our circumstances, sometimes we can't. But the circumstances create the thought, which of course create the feelings. And if those feelings are feeling good, you're going to be taking positive action steps. By taking those action steps, you're going to get some amazing results. Be proud and take on the courage and confidence it's going to take. Trust in you and your abilities. Believe in the power of resilience. You got this. Trust me when I say this. You got this. And remember, understanding that every setback is a stepping stone towards growth and what? Personal development, which of course we love because we don't grow being stagnant. Just remember that taking bold action and executing your plan with determination allows growth. I am going to be so proud of you, and I want you to be proud of yourself. Take a look in the mirror and say, yes, I can do this. I am able to do this. I am doing this. Look at me do this. I've already done it. Look at what I did, right? Because again, keeping in mind too, don't you ever get curious to know what you could accomplish if you didn't quit? I know, right? Scary to think about, but it's true. I love determination. So of course, what we want to do is just be open to the course of corrections along the way. It's not a setback. It's you being open and accepting. Okay. So pivoting, I want you to know this. Pivoting isn't a sign of weakness. It's actually a testament to your strength and adaptability as a modern woman, right? Embrace change as a catalyst for growth, transformation. Just remember that the greatest adventures often begin with a simple step in a new direction. Boom, 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 boom. I said it, bum, bum, bum. Here's to embracing change and chasing your dreams with unwavering passion and determination. Listen, ladies, you've got this. You've got this. When is it time to pivot? Is it your time now? Don't hesitate to reach out and let me know what you're doing. I can't wait to hear. Well, thanks again for tuning in to today's episode of the Nichole Banks Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe for more empowering content. Until next time, remember to embrace change and pivot. Follow your passions and always believe in the power of your dreams. Take care until next time. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you've gained valuable insights and inspiration to help you elevate your life to the next level. Remember, success is within your reach, and with the right support and guidance, you can achieve your dreams faster than you ever thought possible. If you're ready to take the next step and level up your life, visit my website at www.nicholebanks.com. Don't forget, I spell my name with an H, to learn more about my coaching program. Together, we can unlock your full potential and create the life you truly deserve. Thank you again for listening, and I look forward to connecting with you soon.